Hey guys, good morning and happy Saturday. I figured I'd bring you guys along with us. We are starting our morning at my brother-in-law's house where we have our beans planted to pick some beans for dinner tonight. So like I said in our previous video, some of the beans that we have ready are perfect for green beans with eggs and a salsa de miltomate, and so that's what I'm going to be making. And so Sergio is actually going through and picking some beans that we have ready now. And so now we got our green beans and we're headed back to the ranch. And so now we're up at the ranch. I'm going to work on cleaning the green beans, or I guess taking the ends off and the little strings on them. And Sergio is working on the brasero a little bit, and we're going to put fire again so it finishes cooking. So Kiki went to the store to get the rest of the stuff that I need for dinner because I needed some garlic, and then I left a couple things at home that I need as well. And so like I said, we're having ejotes con huevo, or green beans with eggs. And so these are the beans that we cut this morning, and I'm just breaking them in little pieces right now, and then I'm washing them. So on my new brasero, I have green beans that we're going to have for dinner that I'm going to cook with some scrambled eggs. And then we have calabacitas with azúcar. Or so this is squash with sugar, and we're going to boil that. And so I already boiled my green beans so they're cooked. But before I finish them and do my green beans with eggs, I'm going to do my salsa of miltomate. And so here I have my miltomate with chile de árbol and ajo. And I'm going to toast this and then make the salsa in my molcajete. And here we have the calabaza that Sergio started, which is a squash. And he's got that going with sugar. And so chances are you might hear the boys practicing in the background, but I'm going to show you how I make my salsa de miltomate. So we like a lot of garlic in our salsa, so I have about 10 to 15 miltomates here, half a cabeza of ajo, or half a head of garlic, and then these chiles, it's kind of hard to tell how many because sometimes they're a little bit spicier than other times, but these ones are really spicy. It's chile de árbol, and I'm only using 4. So what I do when I make my salsa de molcajete is I do the chiles first, and then I add in the ajo so we can get the chile and the ajo blended, and then after that is when I start adding in the miltomate. And so now I'm just flipping the garlic so it can finish toasting. And I'm going to start checking my miltomate. So my ajos are done, so I'm going to go ahead and take those off the comal, and then we're going to peel them and add it to our chile. garlic in here. We're going to go ahead and start mashing that or mixing that. And so I guess one of the things that I really like about cooking here is we don't usually go by recipes. Sometimes you do need to, but most of our recipes aren't like recipes, or most of what I cook aren't recipes you follow. You can kind of change stuff to how you like. If you want more chile, you can add more chile to make it spicier. If you don't want it spicy, then you don't have to add as many chiles. And so you can just kind of make each food to how you like it. And so you know when the miltomate is done because it'll start changing color. So this is the color when we first started, and this is the color it needs to be. And these are also from our ranch, what we have planted right there. And so my miltomate is done, and so I'm going to start taking it off the comal. And I'm only going to do a couple at a time to mix to my salsa.
There's the molcajete. So just smash it like that.
And then we're going to come back over here on this side, and I'm going to show you guys how I mash it. And you do have to be careful because these are straight from the comal, and so it'll be hot. Stand back a little bit, sis, because I don't want it to come back and get you. So these ones I have mashed, so I'm just going to try to start mixing them good. So I added the rest of my miltomate, and now I'm just finishing mixing everything together, and my salsa will be ready, and I'll set this off to the side to cool so I can finish my green beans with eggs. And so now I'm starting the green beans with eggs. And so I'm just going to saute these a little bit before I add in the eggs. And I did add a little bit of onion. And I'm also going to add some salt as well. So we'll let these cook just a little bit, and then we'll add in the eggs. And so now I'm adding in my eggs. And so while I'm finishing dinner, Kiki got a baby chick for Ray to see. So here is my salsa de miltomate. And here is our eggs with green beans. I'm also going to show you what Ray's having for dinner. He's also having some of the squash, and then he'll also eat some of the eggs with green beans too. But this is mainly what he's going to eat. What are you eating, Lily?
The calabacita.
What else does it have in it?
Sugar.
Is it good?
Yeah. It tastes like honey and chayote.
And so a lot of our dinner actually came from what we planted. So the miltomate that we used in the salsa came from the ranch. The green beans we planted, and then the squash also is what we planted as well. And so what's it feel like that you guys are actually able to eat what you guys planted or what we planted as a family?
Feels good.
Feels good?
Yeah.
It feels nice spending time with my family.
And eating everything that you guys worked hard to plant?
Yes.
Yeah. And so now we're eating dinner. Kiki had to go because he's going to practice with his cousin. So we have our squash and our green beans with eggs and our salsa.
Spicy.
Kiki said no.
So now we're relaxing for the rest of the evening. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.